We have two amazing guests tonight. Country music legend Brad Paisley, known for hits like Whiskey Lullaby and When I Get Where I'm Going, 14 CMA Awards, 3 Grammys, and 32 top 10 singles on the Billboard charts. Wow. That's a record for the most consecutive singles hitting the top spot on the country music chart. And he's collaborated with everyone from Mick Jagger to Timbaland and sold over 11 million albums. We should note that when the pandemic hit, Paisley opened a nonprofit grocery store in Nashville. They've provided over 1 million meals in the first year alone. Shout out to that. Joining us tonight also is a friend of the beat, Elise Jordan, NBC News analyst, veteran of the Bush administration, a foreign policy expert, and a Time magazine contributor. Great to have both of you here. How you guys doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good. I'm great. A lot to get to, Brad. We like to kind of open up and look at different types of stories here at the end of the week. What's on your mind for a fallback?
So I saw this story about these. I think they were morgue workers in New York, in the city, that were taking the credit cards of the deceased, and yeah, there they are. They stole credit cards from dead people, and I think that's about the worst thing I've heard in a while.
Yeah, Brad, I mean, that's very low. And New York, like a lot of places, dealing with, of course, what the New York Times called the deadliest year in American history. People are desperate, but that is really low. And since I mentioned it, just briefly, I'm curious, you're a busy person. What got you so motivated to jump right in at the beginning of this uncertain time and do so much in your community?
Well, I mean, we got lucky because I say lucky, unlucky is really the right word. We were working on this charity for the last 5 years, and we got our permit to open our free grocery store for folks that sort of fall on hard times the first week of March. And we opened for a couple of days, operated like we thought we would. And then all of a sudden we had to switch and become this place that does deliveries for the elderly and sort of hands out the food in a different manner than how we were going to have a shopping experience for people. But luck and divine intervention sort of entered into it. Yeah,
that's interesting. You see it that way. Unlucky, but also lucky that you were in a position to do the help you wanted to do. Elise, we come to you for all kinds of topics, including what's going on in Washington, which the swamp still seems sometimes alive and well. What's on your fallback list?
I am going to say Wayne LaPierre, just please go away now. Just make it end somehow. He revealed that he had to escape to a yacht because he felt scared. So I guess when he was head of the NRA, he didn't actually learn how to handle a weapon, which is just embarrassing for him that his calls, it seems, he really just wanted to run away on a yacht, which is, quite frankly, I would love to do that too. But he's just a cancer to responsible gun owners, and just time to go away now.
It is, Elise, it is a rich and layered story. The gun debate is complex. I'm not going to resolve it in this moment. But someone who has said for so long that this is for self-defense and that's his safety, to then defend what looks like potential corruption on the yacht, safety is rich. But as they say in Washington, there's from the gutter to you is not up for some of these folks. Brad, what else might be on your list this week?
Did you see the story on the guy that got his last paycheck? They held off on paying him for a while. He was an auto worker. At an auto shop, and he demanded his last paycheck, so they delivered it in 91,500 pennies covered in what seemed like transmission fluid, and they left that in his driveway, breaking no laws doing that. But man, I mean, that's like another level. I wish that was like a fun prank, but it's not a fun prank.
Well, exactly. You think about the creative aspect of the revenge. I guess that it's just wild. And as you say, maybe technically they got away with it. Now, Brad, you seem like such a kind-hearted person. I'm going to make a little confession here on TV. I've never done 90,000 pennies. But sometimes I will save up the spare change and buy one coffee with my change. Is that okay? Or would you also tell that to fall back?
I think that's okay, except they hate you at Starbucks. They hate you. They dread seeing you come in. But it's like, I've thought about this for employees that I dearly love. I've always been the type that if I love you, I prank you. And one of my opening acts, when we finally get back on the road here soon, one of my opening acts is getting paid in pennies. I can't wait.